Hi, everybody. My name is Kevin Hogendorp, and I'm president of the Illinois Flipped and Blended Learning Network. And today I wanted to share a brief tutorial after being inspired by Sean Scanlon, whose Twitter page you can see here. As I was scrolling through my feed this morning, I saw that he uses an ingenious way to connect a Google form with a QR code to help manage and keep track of students when they leave his class for the washroom. So let's start. It's really easy to do and takes less than 5 minutes. The first thing you're going to need are two individual Google Forms. So I created one here called Classroom Checkout, and we're going to keep that in purple so when I show you how to use it, it'll be very clear. Now, the first one is an untitled question. I'm going to have students write their name, which is a short answer. I'm then going to add a second question and title that Destination. Now, that is going to be a multiple choice. So, areas where students can go would be to the washroom, maybe to the health clinic, maybe to the attendance office, and we can just add others so students can go ahead and type in their own destination. I'm going to make both of these questions required questions. Now, I'm going to go to the responses, and here I'm going to create a spreadsheet, which is going to be important. You're going to create a new spreadsheet called Classroom Checkout and hit Create. And the computer is going to create it for you. Now, what I'm going to do here at the bottom is change this tab and rename that to Checkout. And you'll see why in just a few moments. Now, the second Google form you're going to use, and as you can see here, I have it in orange, called Classroom Check-In. So for the untitled question, I'm just going to have students have their name, make this a required question, and that's all you need. Now what you have to do is you have to connect it to the previous spreadsheet. So under Responses, you're going to click here the three dots and select Response Destination. Upon clicking that, you're going to choose Select Existing Spreadsheet. And once you select it, you're going to connect it to the spreadsheet, the Classroom Checkout spreadsheet that you just created. Voila, that's the tough part. You're all done. The only thing you have left to do is to create your QR codes. That's very easy to do. So in our checkout, you will click on Send, then right here on the paperclip, and that creates a link. It's very easy to shorten the URL to make it easier for the QR code reader. And go to any QR code generator, and you can pop in the link, and there is your checkout generator. Next, you go to your classroom check-in. Again, go to Send, click on the paperclip, shorten the URL, copy it, paste it, and now all you have to do is print it out. So, how does this work? Well, it's very easy. Students will take their phone with them, and they will go and open up the QR code. And as you can see here, this is now in purple, which is our checkout. And let's say the student's name, we're going to call it Scott Student. And Scott is going to go to the washroom. So you click student click submit, done. Very easy. Now, when Scott decides to return, he takes his phone and he goes to the second page, which is in your classroom, and the check-in opens up the QR code. As you can see here, that one is the one in orange. So now he's just going to type his name, Scott Student, click submit, and it's done. Now, what do you get to see for your classroom? Well, if you click on your spreadsheet, you can see here, here's the checkout. You see that Scott Student checked out on May 9th at 7:46 p.m. at 50 seconds. His destination was the washroom. Oh, I'm going to rename this here to check in. And if it's me, I'm going to move it off to the second tab here. And here you can see that Scott Student checked in at 7:47 p.m. and 18 seconds. So, there you have it. Again, thanks again to Scott Scanlon for this inspiration, and hopefully you get to use it in your classroom. Have a great day, everybody.